Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anastasia. On this channel we talk about investing and especially investing for beginners. In this video in particular, I'm going to tell you about the mistakes that I made when I opened my Vanguard account. Vanguard is the platform where I hold my stocks and shares ISA. Since it's April and it's the beginning of the new financial year, I thought that people might consider opening a new stocks and shares ISAs and they might look at different options. So I thought it was a good time for such video, and I hope that it will help people to feel more encouraged about opening stocks and shares ISAs on Vanguard, and also it will prevent them from repeating my mistakes. If you've been following my channel for some time, you probably remember the video that I made about the steps that all new beginner investors should follow before they start investing themselves. If you haven't watched this video, I'm going to include the link in the description box below this video, and also I'm going to add it here. But one of the things that I said in that video is that the main rule when it comes to investing is the sooner you start, the better. I said that before I invested my first money, I was trying to research the topic too much and to educate myself on it as much as I could, trying to grasp all the information and be on top of everything. But now I came to the conclusion that it's pretty much impossible to do that, and instead of just constantly trying to get more information about it before you invest your first money, it's better to invest your money first. Of course, I'm not talking about very risky investments and just put all of your money into something that you don't understand, but when it comes to Vanguard, they offer you funds. Some of them are managed by people, some of them are managed by computers, but all those technologies, they allow you to invest your money and someone else will take care of your money, probably doing a better job than what you would do if you are just about to start and you don't have the experience. But I still think like the general idea that I would like to share with you in this video is if you are hesitating on whether you should start or not and you have some money that you are prepared to lose, it is better to start now, and then once your money starts working, you continue to educate yourself and you get a better idea and you get more knowledge of other tools and other ways to invest your money, maybe some riskier ways. And if it was me, this is definitely one of the things that I'd do differently. I would invest a little sum first, see how it works, and then from there I'd continue learning and I'd continue educating myself on this topic rather than just sitting and reading about it for 2 years without actually making this step and invest any money at all. So let's get straight into it. The mistake number one that I made was the fact that I didn't have any idea about the funds that I was going to invest my money in. And with Vanguard, when you open their page, one of the things that they're very proud about is the choice of their funds. They have 75 different funds to choose from. Having a choice is always a great idea, but it can be a problem when you don't know what you want. And as a beginner investor, you probably don't have any clue about all these different funds. You start reading about them, you get very confused. All of the names are quite similar. Some of the names don't mean literally anything to you, and you're just scrolling down all these 75 different pages and you don't know what to choose. This is what happened to me, and what I ended up doing, I ended up choosing the fund that I heard about before. This fund was S&P 500. I knew the main things about this fund. I knew that this is the fund that invests money into 500 biggest companies of the US, but that was it. I didn't know about the previous results. I didn't know about the level of risk. I chose this fund solely for the fact that I heard about it from my friends before, and I also heard about it in the news on the TV. If I was about to open my first ISA now, right this moment, I would do things differently. There is an option on Vanguard to open a life strategy fund, and I'll show you what I mean. So on this page, you see the full list of funds. You see there are 75 different funds. And one of the groups is called Life Strategy. The difference is between the percentage that is invested into equity, meaning that you buy shares of different individual companies, or bonds. Bonds are a different type of asset which is usually less risky. You can choose from this list here, and all of these life strategy funds also have different risk score, starting from 3 and finishing with 5. And now looking back at my story, the thing that I should have done is I should have invested into the first life strategy fund with 20% equity and with the lowest risk, because then my money would already have been working and I would still be able to research the topic, but I wouldn't feel like I'm wasting time. My second mistake is the fact that I didn't diversify my portfolio straight away. I was just buying the same fund all over and over again, which was the same fund, S&P 500. The ticker in Vanguard UK is VUSA. I had a strategy that I will put a certain amount of cash into my Vanguard every month. And this wasn't a big sum because I didn't want to take high risks, as I didn't really know which results I'll be able to achieve and I didn't really know how it works. So with this sum of money that I was putting into Vanguard every month, I was buying the same fund every week. I didn't like seeing £100 in S&P 500. I wanted to see at least 1,000, but at the same time I didn't want to put the 1,000 straight away because I felt it was a little bit too risky for me. So I ended up losing time and for several months investing only into S&P 500. The problem came when the US election happened, and because of the unstable situation in the US, the S&P 500 started falling, and I saw my money going down quite quickly and I got quite scared. I never actually took my money out, but I didn't like seeing the red numbers all the time. This is when I came to the conclusion that it is time to diversify my portfolio and buy other funds that cover other geographical places on the earth. This is the time when I started investing into some Asian funds as well, so that when the economy of the US struggles, the Asian funds would grow. But again, this is a mistake that could be easily eliminated if I invested into a life strategy fund from the very beginning. The mistake number 3 is using Vanguard for a round strategy. You see, Vanguard is not made for short-term investment. It's not made for day trading. The main idea of Vanguard is long-term strategies and long-term investing, usually for your retirement. I knew it before I opened my ISA account on Vanguard, but when I started seeing my first profits, and it wasn't big numbers, it was maybe 10 or 20 pounds in a week, but when I saw my first £10 profit, I considered taking this money out. And when I tried taking this money out from my Vanguard account and I went through the whole process, at the end of the process I saw that the transaction fee, or the withdrawal fee in this case, was £7.5. So out of £10 that I was going to withdraw, I'd be left only with 2.5, which didn't make any sense to me, and luckily I didn't proceed and I didn't do it, which I'm very happy about because now my profits are much higher. But I'm still wondering, if my profit was not £10 but £100, would this £7.5 fee stop me or not? Now I know that there are other platforms such as Etoro, Trade212 or Freetrade. All of these platforms are much cheaper and they are made for day trading. Some of them still have withdrawal fees, some of them don't, but it definitely makes more sense to use those platforms if you want to do something that's called day trading and be all the time actively trading your funds and your shares. Vanguard for me is the great place to kind of put your money in and forget about it. My fourth mistake is the fact that I didn't know that Vanguard doesn't allow you to buy fractional shares. All the other platforms that I mentioned before, they allow you to buy fractional shares, meaning that you don't have to buy one full share if you don't have enough money right now. You can invest only $100 into Google when one share of Google costs $1,000, for example. Vanguard doesn't give you this opportunity, so that means that you have to buy one full share, and it's quite hard to do it when especially you don't know the price that you will buy it at. So what happens is, if you see that the price of a certain fund that you want to buy, let's take S&P 500 as an example. So if you want to buy this fund right now and you see the price at the moment is 54.99 £55. If you allocate £55 for this fund, it may not be enough, and then what will happen is your order will never get executed and this sum will go back into your cash account. And it doesn't make much sense to keep your money in your cash account, because obviously if you already put this money into Vanguard, you probably want to invest this money into something. So it happened to me several times that I didn't put enough money to a certain fund and my order has never been executed. And then I was just wondering why I have so much money in my cash account and not enough funds in my investment account, until I figured it out that I never invested enough money on the first place. So right now what I do is I check the price of the fund on my phone. I will take VUSA again as an example. So you see at the moment the price is £56.11. If I wanted to buy this fund right now on Vanguard, what I'd do, I'd allocate £60 towards it to make sure that my order definitely gets executed. If the price goes up a little bit, I don't see this price going up £4 over one day. I don't think it's going to happen. That's why I'm pretty sure that if I allocate £60, that will definitely be enough. When your order gets executed, Vanguard buys this fund at a certain price, and then the difference that's left goes back into your cash account, so you don't lose this money. That's why you shouldn't really be scared that this money will go somewhere and will get wasted. It's not going to happen. Other than that, Vanguard is a very straightforward platform, and even these mistakes, they never cost me much money, but they cost me time. That's why I wanted to share them with you, and I hope that you will not repeat them. And if you can think about other problems or mistakes, or maybe you have some questions about Vanguard, please ask them in the comment section below this video. If you found this information interesting or useful, please click the like button and also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. And as for this video, this is it for today. This is all the information that I wanted to share with you. Thank you very much guys for watching it, and bye bye.